For listeners trying to live faithfully in a noisy, anxious, and for many, entirely digital world, what are some simple digital discipleship practices that can help us keep God as our shepherd? Just in our digital world, the way we connect with people, so that, our attention and our outrage and our scrolling, that they don't become the thing leading us. Because it's so true. We want to be led by the right thing. We all want that.
Yeah, that's hard. What I will say to folks that has been really helpful for me is two things. One is having really good boundaries over what you take in and not being afraid to unfollow or to mute or to like, the gift of the algorithm is that you can curate what you see. And so I feel like there's this idea of I needing to know everything. And I just decided I don't. Like, this is what I want to see. So this is what I'm going to see. Like, there's enough other places for me to get access to all the foolery of the world, that if I'm going to be scrolling and taking in something, who would I actually be interested to learn something from? And that's how I keep, at least who I follow, kind of in check. Who follows me is their business, but who I follow is who I keep in check. The other thing I would say is I really think that we have to consider what our practices of devotion are and what we're devoted to.
Yes, that's good.
And so it's like, if you're devoted to practices, if you're devoted to love, right? How does that, like, what about your practices would point someone to that, or point you back to that? If you're devoted to ease. And so one of the things I tell myself and other folks is really doing an evaluation of your values, because your values are not what you want them to be, is what they are. Your values are told by your practices. And the way that can help us in the digital world is when I know I value, one of the things I value is harmony deeply, even though I don't always create it. Then I can ask myself, is this bringing more harmony to me? And sometimes it's like, yeah, and other times it's like, no. Or is following this person inviting me into more harmonious relationships with myself, God, and others? And so when you think about your values, sometimes it's so much that it's hard to be like good, bad. But if you can locate it on something and ask, does this draw me more into this? It can be helpful as a kind of tell for what is nourishing versus what might be actually distracting. Like, what's actually living water and what might be soda that tastes good and it's cool every once in a while, but it's not actually gonna, give you that hydration that you're looking for.
Yeah.